All right. Let's light this up. This is Palo Monsanto. A friend told me that it brings good luck, helps you with money, brings you money. It gets rid of negative energy, bad energy, evil energy, fends off the demons, the spirits haunt you, that haunt you. So let's begin. Cleanse me. Man, that's smoky. All right. Nofap will be the keys to your cage and unlock your potential. I mean, as a philosophy, as a practice with Nofap, you will no longer start looking at porn and no longer look at porn and jerk off to it. I mean, you're not going to be worried about trying to get that one nut at the end of the week. You know, you're not going to, you're not going to fucking worry about trying to get laid every week or anything like that. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying. It's snowing in November already. Winter's coming. So, it's not a bad thing. If anything, I'd rather have you guys be doing that instead of looking at porn and getting addicted to it and get stuck on your computer day in and day out and not even being able to function without having to get off or get your rocks off on fucking porn. So, I'm kind of going on a rant today, but you guys, there's so much more. I gotta get this lit again. There's so much more than just being committed to Nofap. And what do I mean by that? Well, you might start picking up old loves that you've had in your life that you lost. Old loves that you had as a kid, Something like reading, picking up a book, those ancient relics that we no longer use to our advantage anymore because we got so much information via the internet. You might start meditating, making it a practice. I know I have. Doing it for 5-10 minutes a day. Even if you're just doing it 3 minutes a day, you guys. You're getting your mind aligned and you're getting it focused. You're de-stressing, taking that stress out of your body. Getting that stress out of your body, you're getting yourself centered for the day. You're getting yourself centered for the day. You're setting out to accomplish something that day, even if it's before work. You can get more focused, work-oriented in your job on Nofap. You can do more at your work, more projects, working on that promotion. You can do so much more. And it's not even about Nofap. I made a couple videos about not making your life about Nofap. But what I'm saying is that Nofap eventually leads you into it not being about it anymore. You start to forget about, man, when was the last time I jerked off? You start to forget about, man, did I look at porn like 6-9 months ago? 2 years ago? You start to develop better habits. You start to be who you really are. Your potential gets unlocked. What are some other things? Maybe you're a writer. Maybe between writer's block and looking at porn, you've been doing both of those things. You start initiating these skills and adapting this philosophy to your life, and you start to get the creative juices flowing. You can write again. Instead of just getting a page out a day, you're getting like 20 to 30 pages out a day. And you've gone 6 months without jerking it, essentially. So, wasn't expecting all this to be all over the place, but got a little pot I keep this in, little ashtray. It's pretty nifty. Look at that. I got that at a thrift store for like $7. I love it. I keep all my Palo Monsanto in there, so. You know, it's like, you think to yourself, is this really all that my life is going to be? Just me being stuck in front of my computer, getting off? And it doesn't have to be that way. You have to make a decision to get out of the cage. You have to make a decision to take the keys that you have in your cage and unlock yourself from that cage. All right? The keys of potential. And what happens? You have to decide. It is snowing today, guys. It is snowing today. You have to decide that porn is no longer an option in your life anymore. You have to literally fight back your own urges to be more than what you are right now. That is you unlocking your potential. That is you getting out of the cage. Okay? It can't be an option anymore. Jerking off and porn can no longer be an option anymore. What are you going to do instead of that? Well, hey, how about go to the gym? Get a lift in. Get some good hormones going through your body. The natural way, the right way, instead of being stuck in this abusive state, being stuck in this abusive function. That's really what it is, guys. Pornography and masturbation is abuse on the mind. It messes you up here. And when you go to the gym and after you lift, instead of just jerking off and then you go to work, you're so much clear-headed. You know, you're so much better off not having to deal with the fact that, all right, I looked at this really just absurd amount of stuff today, novelty, whatever, and it's kind of wearing on my mind. You don't feel guilty anymore. You don't have any more stress about what people would think about you in your own head. You know, it's like when you get away from all that and you start to face reality, you start to realize almost how much of a fucking loser you are. You know, that was one of my biggest realizations. So I realized I had to make a choice, all right? And I had the choice, and you do too. You always have the choice to make it a point that, all right, porn and masturbation are no longer an option anymore. And eventually, you make a breakthrough. You get through it, okay? And what do I mean by that? So regardless, if you're looking at porn every day, every couple of months, start there, all right? Start there. Try to go 24 hours without looking at it, okay? Okay, 6 months. All right, so your 6 month mark is coming up. Oh, are you gonna go ahead and get your rocks off? I don't know. Start there. See, well, what would happen if I went another week? What would happen if I went another 2 weeks? Do that. Everybody gets stuck on these counters. Everybody gets stuck on doing these apps to keep track of their progress. I mean, I use it just to see how I'm feeling and experimenting with like my mental well-being and stuff, but people keep it to the T and they're just like this, and that. All right, lose the fucking counter if it's gonna consume your life. Get involved writing your book, get involved with your friends, get involved going to the gym and getting in shape. Get involved in thinking of better and more elaborate ways to cook and make food taste good. There's tons of things that you can do with your time than just tracking the days, tracking the numbers, tracking the hours, tracking the minutes. It's not fucking worth it, all right? This is where your potential comes in. When you make that decision to no longer make porn and masturbation a part of your life, your potential is unlocked. You write that book, you finish it 3 years later. You hit your new 1 rep max in the gym. You were able to cook an amazing feast for your family or friends, and they love it because you worked so hard on trying to get the right herbs and spices and amount right of the ingredients for your food that you're cooking. You know, you get that promotion at work. You know, you are on good terms with your boss. You're on good terms with your employees, and they recognize that. They recognize that something's changed in you. You don't have to say, "Oh yeah, I just quit looking at porn and masturbating, so I'm good." Don't say that. But like, you know, people will recognize your achievements, and they'll see that you're doing better. They'll see that you're becoming more than what you are. So with that, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video, but you won't make your life about Nofap anymore if you develop the skills and the philosophy, but you will start to unlock your potential. You become more than what you are and what you were. And so it's very important, very crucial to develop these disciplines. Otherwise, you're going to stay locked in the cage. You're going to have the keys hung up on your cell door. And then you're going to be laying on the cot thinking to yourself, you know, I'm just going to stay in this cage. This is my home. This is who I'm going to be. You don't have to be that. You have the option. You have the keys of potential right up above your cell door to take them and unlock them and let yourself out of that cage. And with that, you have your freedom. All right? Nofap creates freedom. Your freedom to do anything and everything that you want. All right? That way, you are calling the shots. You are in control, and your body or this addiction is not. So make it a point to develop the habits, look into the philosophy, and use Nofap to unlock your potential. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.